Hello CanAm Ryker fans, and this is Metal Panzer Wolf with an update to my wife's CanAm Ryker. She just got it back from the shop here a few days ago, and it's running great. They fixed the problem. The first time they thought it was a spark plug and they replaced it, but obviously it was either more than one spark plug or it was the wrong one, and so they just went and replaced all of them per BRP's recommendations, and it runs really nice. So hopefully that little chapter is behind us and we won't have to deal with any more of this unpleasantry again. I can get on to maybe some other videos, like some video vlogs, and just, us having a good time out on these machines. We really like them. Rode them for about 100 miles the other day, and we really had a good time. No problems at all whatsoever. I did want to make a note about this finish that they put on my wife's bike while it was up in the shop, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Maxima something or other. I'll do a little video on it when I get it, because I ordered some and I'm going to put it on my bike. If you notice, hers is nice and shiny. I mean, look at how clean that thing looks, and that's after putting a ton of miles on this, and it still looks really, really nice. And they even put it on the tires and rims, and as you can see, her rims look really sweet on there. And hers had some rust developing on the inside of the hub right there, and they looks like they took that out. And from what I understand, this stuff protects against rust as well. So maybe that'll help mitigate some of the rust problem. I'll show you on mine here. Of course, mine's really grungy and dirty, but there's the rust on the inside of mine, and it looks nasty. It's one of them things that BRP is kind of fallen down on again. These are wonderful bikes, but man, there's just a few things that they could improve on them, but they seem to get a little butthurt whenever you bring up something wrong with these bikes. So I don't know what their problem is. For a company that makes as much money as they do, check out their financial report for this quarter. You would think that their customer service would be a lot better, but it's not, and that's okay. That seems to be the going thing for a lot of companies these days, is awful customer service. So it's part of the course. If you don't buy any products because the company's customer service sucks, then you're really not going to have any products, because it's a problem with just about everything these days. Computers, firearms. Man, I've had a couple of bad firearms in the past couple of years. They sucked. Remington, talking to you. But yeah, so it looks really nice, running really well. We've done a couple of accessories on here. I've not done any mods per se, but we have put on these ram mounts, which I really like. You notice this one's put on backwards. See, right here is where the little wire is supposed to go through this little piece right here, but it's really meant to be mounted right here, and I put it a little closer to the center right here. My twin brother did the same thing on his Ryker. He just picked one up. He's a lot more mechanically savvy than I am, meaning I'm not mechanically savvy at all. So he figures things out a bit quicker, and this is a better position. It vibrates less, which is probably better for your phone's electronics than when it's mounted right out here. And it's in a better spot for me. I can see my both my center control right there, or my display, and I can see my all my buttons right here. Every once in a while I mess the horn and the turn signal up, because I'm a relatively new rider, and sometimes my thumb doesn't go to the right place. So I did put one of these center convex mirrors on, and this one is not there's a dude online who's been putting out some really cool videos on the Rykers, and he bought this mirror called a Ride Scan. This is not a Ride Scan. You can't even get them right now. It appears that the company has been bought out by another one, and who knows if they'll be re-releasing the product. And you have to order it from the UK, and it's $99. So I don't know if I want to pay 99 bucks for a mirror. I'm just being a cheapo. I don't know. This one was $12 plus about $10 shipping, on Amazon. You can't get it on Prime because it's not listed on Prime, so you gotta pay the shipping. I thought maybe this little sucker that sticks it to the windshield would come loose after a while. It doesn't. It's been on here since I've got the bike. I think I'm going to order one for my wife's. If she likes it, she'll probably ride mine around a little bit and see if she likes it. I think it works really good. It really covers some blind spots, and here, it doesn't really obscure your vision. Let me get on and see if I can get on this without busting my ass. There we go. And you see, it sure makes me look fat. Oh wait, I am fat. But you know, it covers the good blind spots back there, and you know, combined with where these mirrors are right now, I can see just fine. So I really like it. I think it was worth the money. I think it's a worthy purchase. You know, is it worth, you know, 21 bucks? Absolutely. You know, is the ride scan worth 100? Might be, but this seems to do the same job. So for all of you that have been looking for the ride scan, go get this this one on Amazon. I can't remember what it's called. I might do another video as well when my wife's comes in. I'll make sure you guys get a good view of the packaging and maybe put up a link on where I purchased it. I also purchased the tail bag as well. It doesn't really hold a lot, but it holds enough for the day. You know, I just get out and cruise around and have a good time on this thing, and you know, I can I can, you know, if I want, I can, you know, stick, you know, my water and, you know, various goodies, my, you know, like my cleaner for my visor on my helmet and my windshield, anti-fog cloths. You know, I'll throw extra ammo in there sometimes, maybe a couple magazines. I like to shoot a lot, so I can take a couple of pistols in here and take it down to the range that I'm a member of, and do a little bit of target shooting, which I enjoy doing. But other than that, we've not done, you know, any modifications per se. I am going to replace the horns on these. These horns are not loud enough. I had a situation where I had a lady pull out in front of me in a minivan, and she just didn't see me. She wasn't being reckless or anything. She was just, you know, just didn't see me. She sat up a bit high, and I hit my horn, and she didn't hear me. And then, fortunately, she saw me and stomped on her brakes, you know, clutched at her chest, and I could see her mouth like, "I'm sorry." So she felt bad, you know, she didn't want to squish me or anything. But, you know, my horn didn't do the job, and she wasn't blaring or stereo or anything. It at least didn't seem like she was, you know. She looked like your, you know, typical mom just out and about getting groceries. But boy, that sure looks nice. And we sure do enjoy these things. As much as, you know, you hear me, you know, hammering on CanAm's customer service, these are worthwhile purchases. You know, they're going to have a little bit of bugs. You know, there's a few things that I wish that they had that, you know, CanAm hadn't put on. I don't understand not putting on the locks right here that should go right here. That locks the transmission so someone just can't flip it and roll away with your bike. Or roll it down the road because, you know, they're being a jerk. You know, where I live, you know, we've got lots of jerks running around, and they'll do things like that. You know, so you know, I wish they would have put the lock on. And on other Rykers that go to other countries, they also have the emergency flashers on here too. And this bike doesn't have it. There again, I don't know why CanAm included those to other countries, but they didn't include them with the U.S. I think they just look at U.S. citizens as being their cash cows, so they're going to milk us as hard as they can, and that's jerky customer service there again. So, you know, get your crap together, CanAm. And, you know, of course, a lock right here would be nice as well. And they do sell aftermarkets, and I am going to pick up an aftermarket lock for it. I'm considering putting on the Two Brothers exhaust that they have for these. They sound really nice, but my twin brother is going to be getting one for his, and I'm going to let him get it first and see how it works out before I get one. I know my wife won't be purchasing one, and I do want to get that JBL stereo system they have at Sling Mods. It's about 300 and some odd bucks, but I'm going to check with the warranty and such first, because I'm not sure if installing these things will void your warranty out. My brother said that there's some kind of law that, you know, forces them to honor their warranty with things such as, you know, exhaust changes and such, but and he had a name for it. I don't remember. With the stereo, when you're having to like tap things into the electronics and everything, and even with the new horn, you know, I want to make sure that's not going to void the warranty, because I'm pretty sure CanAm will take any excuse that they can to weasel out of repairs or you know. So, but Yep, that's my update video for these right now. So anyway, if you want to see future videos that I'm going to be putting out, some of my ride vlogs and of us doing some cool things. We've got some friends, a couple friends that own these as well. So we're going to start going out in a little group. And if you guys want to watch videos on that, then go ahead and subscribe. If you like my videos, go ahead and hit the like button on them. And if you don't, well, that's okay too. My videos are not going to be for everybody. And I've taken a little bit of heat for daring to come out and voice my opinion about CanAm's customer service, and a few fanboys have gotten really butthurt over it, and it's kind of funny. I've had a couple of dudes tell me that, oh well, your wife is riding the brake and that's why it's shutting down. No, it's not, knuckleheads. It's actually, it was the spark plugs, and I've ridden behind her to see if she's riding the brakes. They're pretty darn sensitive. You barely press them and you just touch them and that brake light comes on. So she wasn't doing that. So if you guys are going to comment on something, make sure you know what you're talking about first, and before you leave a comment, and try to be nice about it. We all love these things together, and we all want to see CanAm as a company improve, and we'd all like to see their products improve. So hopefully my videos will be taking a much more positive direction. So anyway, that's it on this one, and I will see you guys soon.